Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to All the Words You Wrote. My name is MS-Punk1, and our trip to the beach has finally come. It took a couple of days, or maybe even weeks, I don't really remember exactly. But one day the weather or rather the warmth was got too much for Hijiri, and she actually came to us and said that our idea of the beach trip maybe wasn't so bad after all. So now we're here. So what will we be doing? I think that we are off to swim a bit. I spent a few hours amusing myself on the beach, splashing about in the surf. And when I'm tired of that, I surface and get embroiled in building a sand castle with a few kids. These kids seem to look up to me for some reason. They're so enamored. They even start calling me teacher. It's actually pretty cute. Hijiri doesn't seem to care for kids, which is truly funny given she is not that much taller than your average sixth grader. But I've always been fond of them. Not as judgmental as adults can be, and they way more effusive with their praises. I can't imagine Hijiri ever asking me for advice, much less calling me teacher. She just insults me all the time. Hijiri has an awfully sharp tongue, despite her soft features, but I think she's enjoying herself regardless. I paired over to Hijiri once I tired of myself out, my bare toes curling in the warm sand. I take a seat beside her on the beach towel. How you doing, Hijiri? Hijiri fishes in her pocket for her phone. It's an old model, practically antique, and she has to flip it to see the screen. Let me guess, it's only been a couple of seconds or maybe minutes. She turns her phone on with a deft press to the button. It still works despite its advanced stage. And checks the time. Have you been playing for? Have you been playing for that long? Have I been playing for that long? Hijiri nods, almost imperceptibly. Then stashes her flip phone back into her pocket of her jersey. Really now? I grin, then nudge Hijiri in the side with my elbow. Did you miss me that much? Weren't you jealous that I was out having fun? I helped these kids build this really cool sandcastle, you see. Don't you wanna see it? Ooh. A pout. You're such a party pooper. I was just giving you a status report. Alright. And be happy to have a sort of secured Hijiri's interest in such a fleeting thing. It's such a fleeting thing. I know I shouldn't take it for granted. It's a bit far away, but I think you should be able to see my castle. It's right over... It's gone, isn't it? He looks at me askance, but for once I can't bring myself to reply. I'm too busy staring at the impressive sandcastle I helped those kids build. It was impressive once, at least, but now... The trio of kids who look to be about 7 or 8 are making short work of my castle. They stand around it in a circle, kicking holes through its walls. Granules of sand exploding, then collapsing beneath the sunlight. Took almost an hour to build up that castle, but it's taken these boys less than a minute to destroy it. I only took my eyes off it for a few minutes, and it's already been reduced to a lumpy heap of misshapen sand. Hey, who do you think they are? Who do they think they are? I sprang to my feet in sense to my fingers clenched into fists. I worked hard to build that thing. We ought to be taught a lesson. Right. I stalked forward, my eyes narrowed with laser-like intensity. Going to make these brats rue the day they ever crossed me. In the end, I never got a chance to confront those three hoodlums. I bolt them the moment I approach them. are laughing before I can lay it on into them. I can lay into them. That cost something of a pall on the day, but I shake it off so soon enough. It's not like it matters overly much. It's only a sandcastle. Kinda sad it got destroyed in such a tragic manner, but the sea would have washed it away eventually, even without any outside intervention. I'm too mature to hold a grudge about something so trivial. And no, I'm not just telling myself this to stop myself getting angry. I don't care at all. I'm totally over it. I'm so totally over it. In fact, I spend the next 10 minutes scanning the beach, trying to locate these irritating brats without much success. Yeah, she's really over it. She's so over it, she has to look for the people who destroyed the castle. I have no idea where they could have gotten to. I guess they had no choice but to let it go. I flattened the rest of the castle myself. Seeing it in its half-destroyed state is far too depressing. Which is surprisingly hungry work. It's a little after midday, but by this point, and I'm starved. No longer able to endure the rumbling of my stomach, I ask Hijiri if she wants to get some food. Hijiri agrees. I had berries in her book. Though when I ask what she wants, her reply is Hijiri. Pancakes. There's not exactly wrong about that, but her lack of enthusiasm is a bit disheartening. Oh well, I'm used, even if Hijiri isn't. I have a bit of a soft spot for beachside yakisoba. It's been ages since I had a steaming batch of slightly burned sauce-drenched noodles. I buy a couple of servings of yakisoba from the nearest stall, alongside a couple of drinks, and carry them back to my apathetic goddess. Here you are, Hijiri. The food's ready. Hijiri says, but her voice trails off once she sees the state of the noodles I hand to her, heaped up inside their styrofoam container. Styrofoam container. And nose wrinkles. No? I I look at Hijiri askance, after swallowing a mouthful of my own yakisoba. It's not lacking in flavor, but wherein lies the problem. It has way too much of it. Noodles are crispy to the point of being burnt. And the saucy, it's sliced in is super thick. This yakisoba is definitely mediocre. In fact, it might be a notch or two worse than that, but it's not inedible. Kind of nostalgic, actually. It reminds me of trips to the beach with my own family. Don't you want your noodles? Hijiri sniffs at her noodles. Her nose twitching like small rabbits. Now, since when were you such a health nut? You live on sweets if I... you would live on sweets if I let you. These noodles are, however, yeah, that's her. Don't knock them until you tried them. Give them a chance. It actually seems to smile a bit there. Maybe smiles a bit slightly. Yeah, that's what I thought. Not mention it. Hijiri balances the container of yakisoba on her knees, then splits apart her disposable chopsticks. She doesn't manage to do it cleanly, and half of the left stick comes away with the right. She pouts. Do you believe in stuff like that? Personally, for me, I'm a bit both ways. I both believe and don't believe. It's more like it's a funny thing that it's Friday the 13th, so it's some unlucky day, or if you do this or this happens, it means luck or unluck. It's more a funny thing to think of, at least for me. I think the disaster has already struck. A poor castle was obliterated. Really not that bad. Lots of people like Elf Forest. Apart from its great, apparently. Hijiri pinches a few burned, oily strands of yakisoba beneath disposable chopsticks, and brings them to her lips. She blows on her wad of noodles, and pops them inside her mouth, and chews. And what she drinks expectedly, all while balancing my own container of yakisoba on my bared knees. So, how is it? Do you like it? Slop, huh? It's pretty harsh. No, I think that's worse. The only picking one here is you. So she's decided to settle on trash, huh? That makes slop sound charitable. It's a good thing we're far away enough from the beach stall that the ATWSW bought these noodles from can't hear us. I think her poor heart would break. But again, maybe not. She didn't look super infused when she was frying up my order. I think she might have coughed over on noodles too. And not mentioned that to Hijiri. Then she really might throw these noodles into the nearest trash can. Provided she has enough energy, of course, to get up and look for one. Of course, you can count on me. Small silence passes between us, broken by the distant rolling of the waves. Hijiri looks down at her yakisoba, all heaped up in its container. Her expression is pensive, unaltered by the salty sea breeze which stirs her hair. A moment passes, and then a small smile raises to her lips. Hijiri raises her head, her eyes meet mine, and as they do, her smile widens. Yeah, maybe we get even more a bit closer here. Now it seems like we are back home. Yeah, today was a blast. Don't you think so, Hijiri? I was sitting behind Hijiri on her bed, running a brush through her loose traces. Hijiri, meanwhile, is sitting in front of me, cross-legged, hands in her lap. Her head is bowed, her loose hair parted, the nape of her neck exposed. It's been a few hours since we got back from the beach. The sky outside Hijiri's bedroom window, not that I can see it, given her curtains are drawn, is dusky black. It's 22:04 precisely, according to the digital clock on Hijiri's bedside table. I can't believe it's gotten so late. Guess it's true what they say. Time really does fly when you're having fun. I had fun at least, but what about Hijiri? I'm curious. She hasn't said much since we left the beach. She was almost silent during the car journey back, not the dinner table. Is she alright? Hijiri? I prompt her the silence too extensive for comfort. You did have fun, didn't you? I'm sorry to hear that, but I hope it wasn't a total wash. Can't argue with that. Even I have to admit that the yakisoba we sampled was on the iffy side. Oh? Still regular movements of a brush through her Hijiri's curls. My fingers poised in midair. I don't think Hijiri meant to let that breadcrumb slip. She rarely talks about her family, but it doesn't escape my attention. I know so little about Hijiri's past, I can't help but be intrigued by it. Since I'm Hijiri's friend, I want to get to know her better. And if I'm being honest, I'm a pretty nosy person. Don't you see your father anymore? He exhales. I see. That sounds tough. I get that this is an uncomfortable topic Hijiri mightn't want to discuss, but something about her tone doesn't sit right with me. Is it that kind of callous? He is your dad, after all. Hijiri's voice is cool and on the surface I'm concerned, but I can detect a note of tension in it. I think I must have made her angry, and for once I can understand why. Me and my big mouth. I should probably learn to keep it shut in the future. Right. I'm sorry, I resume brushing Hijiri's hair. The tines of the brush scrape against her nape, against the nape of Hijiri's neck, so she shivers. I hope I didn't upset you. Are you sure? Hijiri nods. I know I'm pretty nosy. Of course I do. That's what I want more than anything. You more than that, yeah. Hijiri laughs mutterly. It's such a dread sound coming from her. It takes me a few moments to identify it. Hijiri's face is often devoid of emotion. Her eyes cold and flintly. Her lips drawn into an uncompromising line. But Hijiri isn't contrite to all outward appearances. A stone statue. He is a person with a whole wealth of feelings. He just prefers to keep them hidden. She's full of mysteries. I wonder if that's why I feel so drawn to her. I feel compelled to try and unearth some of these hidden feelings of hers. I know it isn't just because she's Rui, the author of my favorite series. It's because she's Hijiri, and I care about her. I care about her more than I ever thought I would. Hijiri says gently, once her laughter has abated. Hijiri glances at me from over her shoulder. The wavy curls fluttering and offers me a smile so sweet it almost stops my heart. I think that will be it for this video, so hope you liked it, and if you did so, leave a like to it as usual, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!